What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe because you know you're gonna come back. So press that subscribe button and click the notification bell beside the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So today I'm going to be showing you how I trim and shape my hair. Most persons are of the notion that if you have natural hair, you don't need to trim your hair. That's absolutely false. Our hair goes through so many wear and tear from the climate change, from the weather, the sun, even the AC that we are in, the products that we use in our hairs. Sometimes they're not even safe for our hair, and we use them and we style our hair in so many different ways, and our hair goes through wear and tear. As a result, the shaft of the hair is damaged and the ends of the hair tend to split, and the last thing you want is to have that split end split all the way up along the shaft of the hair. So you want to get rid of that split end and have your hair grow and flourish and not stunt the growth of the hair, because that split hair is damaged hair. It's not going to grow out, it's not going to go anywhere, so you need to get rid of it. So I'm not telling you to go and cut your own hair if you're not comfortable. I'm telling you that it needs to be cut if you can cut it at home, and if you have the confidence to do it at home. This is how I do it, and I'm just sharing that with you. So I haven't trimmed my hair in a while, so I definitely need to get rid of some damaged ends, and also I want to round out the shape of my hair. If you notice, the bulk of the hair is at the bottom of the hair, and that's because the hair is on the same length. So I want to create some layers as to shape out the hair and give it a more rounded shape and distributing that weight. So the first thing we're going to do is to section the hair. I am comfortable with sectioning the hair into 4 and then creating smaller sections. If you want to create smaller sections from the beginning, it makes it easier for you, so you can definitely go ahead and do that. So the next very important step is to detangle and smooth the hair. You cannot trim your hair if you have a lot of kinks and knots. So the first thing I do is to detangle with a wide tooth comb, and then I smooth through the hair with a fine tooth comb. Next, we want to identify the damage. So if you run your fingers along the shaft of your hair from the root down, you'll feel a nice smooth texture, but when you reach the damage, you'll feel that the texture will change. It will feel rough and stringy, and the texture will feel a little coarse. And if you look at the hair, you'll see that it is very stringy and uneven, and you'll see that it is very fine and feathery. So we're going to get our shear. Of course, we have to get a hair shear, something that's meant for cutting hair, not your kitchen scissors, not the one that you use to cut your clothes, a hair scissors. You can get it at your local beauty supply store or any cosmetic store. We want a very sharp scissors that we're able to go across and cut without forming or causing any damage. And as you can see, I cut my hair at an angle only because I want to create layers, but if you're not interested in layers, you can cut right across so as to get your hair straight and even right throughout. So I'm going to repeat this step throughout the entire part in the back, and then I'm going to move on to the next section and do the same thing. Some tips for doing this: you want to create a scissor-like shape with your non-dominant hand, that's with your index and your middle finger. This will allow you to smooth your hands along the hair. Also, you want to hold the hair firmly above your knuckles so as to create proper manageability. Then you want to cut the hair with your dominant hand, and while you're cutting, you want to see the palm of your hand so you have proper visual while you're cutting the hair. So I finished the back sections of my hair, so now I'm moving on to the front, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to detangle the hair, smooth the hair, hold the hair at an angle and identify the damage, and then we're going to use our hair shear to trim away the damage. I haven't actually shaped my hair as yet, but because I've held the hair at an angle, now you can see I've created some mild layers within the hair. You can definitely stop here, but I like to go in and even out the sides. I like to make sure that each side of my hair is the same length. So when I do this, I remove like a portion of the damage in the first cut, and then in this second cut, I remove the rest of it. So I like to keep my hair into 4 sections, and then I make smaller sections and go in and even out. For the back portion, I take each side around my neck, detangle, smooth the hair, put them together, and then I'm able to see if one side is longer than the next, and then I cut right across. I repeat this section for the entire portion at the back. So I repeat the same thing to the front portion of my hair. The only difference is that I take the hair across my forehead instead, and then I cut. So as you can see, I'm having a little resistance detangling the ends of my hair, and that's probably because I still have split ends on them. So the reason for that is because when your hair is split, that's the follicle is open and the shaft of the hair is split open, they tend to tangle up with the other hair, and then even though you have detangled the hair, it's still knotted and it's causing a lot of resistance, and that's probably because your hair is split and not necessarily because it's not properly detangled. So that's one tip you can use to identify your split ends. So as you can see, my hair is beginning to take some shape. I have some light layers in the hair, and that's what I'm looking for, but I want to go a step further, so I'm going to create the shape that I'm looking for. So to do that, I'm going to properly detangle my hair again and smooth the hair forward and firmly secure it with a band to the front of my hair at the top of the forehead. Next, I'm going to take another hair band and wrap that below the first band on my hair. After I've done that, I'm going to smoothly and firmly bring the band down to the area that I want to cut without causing the hair to pull out or become uneven. Then I'm going to take my shear and remove the portion, and that creates my first layer, and that's usually the back portion, which is the longer portion, and that allows me to create the round shape that I want. To create the next layer, I'm going to portion out the back part of my hair and secure that away. So I repeat the same steps. I detangle my hair and pull it forward, then I smooth and secure it with a hair tie, then I apply a second band, and then I firmly but carefully bring that band down to the section that I want to cut, definitely a portion above the first cut, and then that will create my second layer. quick tip to remove or to get rid of some of that blunt look at the ends, you can just use the scissors in a vertical manner and just clip the hair ends, and that will kind of create some tapered ends in the hair. So I've created my last section, and this section is the top section that will frame my face. So I portion that out and I secure the rest at the back. I do the same thing. I detangle, smooth, and secure the front of my hair. I place a hair tie at the forehead, and then I place a second one and bring that down firmly and securely without causing any hair to become uneven. This is not for the faint of heart, guys, because you have to remove a good amount of hair, especially in this last section where you're going to actually create those layers. So this is the hair that I've cut off. Some would say that this is a lot of hair, but I would prefer to have shorter, healthier hair than long damaged hair. If your hair is damaged, if the shaft of the hair is broken and the follicles are open and the ends are split, it's not going to benefit you. Damaged hair means dead hair. It's not going to evaporate or go away. The most will happen is that the ends that are split would split, go up the shaft of the hair, and then you end up with more damage than you started with. If you remove the ends of the damaged hair, it will automatically give your hair a better chance of becoming healthy. So as you can see, the comb is gliding through the hair and I don't have that much resistance that I started with. And guys, if you remove your damaged ends, find a regime that works for you. Do not go back to the same old habits that caused damage in the first place. Find something that works for you and give your hair the chance of becoming healthy. As you can see, I have that round full shape that I was looking for. The layers are there. So if I do my wash and go or my twist out or even my ponytails, I'll have that voluminous look that I'm looking for. I love to know the shape that you prefer or how you cut your hair or shape your hair or trim it when you're actually doing it, and if you do it any at all. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I will definitely try my best to get back to them. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe and press that notification bell. And until next time, I'm your girl Momo. Thanks for watching this video. Take care.